Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back, once again, to Minecraft for our survival series. Now, I think today marks a very special occasion, not necessarily because of the episode number per se, where, like with episode 10, but I think that this represents something much more substantial, honestly, because as of posting the last video, or very shortly after, this channel has just hit 200 subscribers, which I thank you all so much for reaching at that point. I never expected to even see that number on my subscriber counter. That's quite a big number. And in addition to that, yes, there is more, well, not as of today specifically, but as of the 20th, which there wasn't an episode, but that's just because how timing worked out, because I don't know what the case was, but whatever the case, as of September 20th, this series had hit its 1-year anniversary. So sort of a belated celebration of that, but I think that we can still make that a celebration in this episode. Frankly, it would have been better last episode, but whatever the case, I'm acknowledging it now because I remembered that. Of course, it probably would have been far later, probably would have been, I can't even think of what I'm trying to say. Because there was such a huge break in between the first 3 episodes before it became a weekly series, it could have taken quite a few more episodes to get to this point, if I had maintained that regularity, but whatever the case, I'm very excited that we made it to 1 year of this series. I've been enjoying it all the way along, probably even enjoying it more and more as I've been getting more familiar with it. So I think we ought to do a celebration of both of those things. I have a plan for the celebration of 200 subscribers. It's going to require some resources, but I think that we should be able to get them in this episode if I plan everything correctly. Now, as for the 1-year anniversary, I haven't actually thought about what I should do yet. My only sort of idea was that I would make a cake, but that feels almost a little bit, I don't know, it feels like it's not big enough of a celebration. I'll probably end up doing it anyway, but I'll want to think of something else, I believe. Let's get some goals down, why don't we? So what do I have written down? There's a lot of things today, but like a lot of them are relating to my plans for the 200 subscriber build. Excuse me, I cannot say those words. Build up south wall. Of course, that's just going to come with expanding my base to the south, because the last episode, of course, we expanded our territory out there, but we only built the wall 1 block high, just as sort of an outline for what it was eventually going to look like. I think in this episode, we should at least get a few more layers in there, because then it will at least have a functional purpose, and it will give us more of an idea of how it's eventually going to look when we're finished. What else do I have here? Build start of rail station. Now this is going to be another large eventual goal, but just building the start of it we can definitely accomplish in this episode, because that launching point, I'll just go over there and show you. This new territory has a great launching point off of this sort of coastline for what I think could eventually be the start of a rail system that connects us over to the land masses over there. Because I don't remember what episode precisely was in where we built the second nether portal, but it did spit us out somewhere over there, and I have eventual plans to make a connecting railway between these 2 land masses, so I may build something over there. Whatever it may end up being, possibly just a second mine, probably end up being much more in the future, I want to have that connection, and I want to use more of the rail system, because I think that rails are very cool in this game, and I like using them. They've been very useful for this mine. We haven't used it much in recent episodes, but it has come in handy quite a few times. What else do I have? Oh yes. Get chickens. We built the chicken enclosure at near the end of last episode, but of course there's no chickens in it, because as I've stated previously, I seem to have a great deal of trouble finding chickens around here. I'll put some effort into it, probably go look in that forest off to the south, but I don't know if we're going to find any. Hopefully we find at least 2 and we're just able to put them in there, no problem. I think what else I wanted to do was plant some jungle saplings in our new big field over there that we have annexed, because we've got room over there. Might as well plant at least a few more trees. Excuse me, sorry about that. And then, of course, the last one I have to write down today is make the 200 subscriber, not W-sub. I cannot spell this word. Make 200 subscriber monument. I really cannot spell today. My apologies for that. My fingers are just not pressing the keys quite right. So that's my priority today. And of course we'll do the 1-year anniversary thing, but I still need to think about what that's even going to be. So, what should we do first? Well, I think what I should start with, at least, is trying to at least gather the materials for this monument that I plan to build. Because for it, I'm going to need a lot of wool in a specific color. Not black or orange, which we have a large quantity of. We are going to need a very large amount of red wool. I'm sure it'll make more sense as I explain it further. Now, what can I do for that? I have 2 options there. I can either go and dye all the sheep that I have currently white, and then just harvest their wool that way, or I can dye all of them red. And I don't know which one would be better. I mean, the red would definitely be more efficient, because we could just get it done immediately, as opposed to having to go and craft it, and it would probably end up being less efficient. I don't know. Whatever the case, I'm just going to make a lot of dye. That's probably going to be enough for all the sheep that we have, at least. And we'll just color all of them red, which should work. Yes, it does. And then we'll probably have to end up going and hunting more sheep, because, of course, I'm going to need 200 pieces of wool for what I plan to do. And I don't think that the amount of sheep we currently have is going to give us 200 pieces of wool. I don't know, but I just have a feeling. And I did do some preemptive calculations, because I was trying to figure out how to plan this out well. To get 200 pieces of wool, we're going to need just a hair over 3 stacks. It was actually 3 stacks and 8 pieces. So that's the amount we're aiming for. I don't know how long it's going to take to get that much, but we'll just spend pretty much the entire episode, I imagine, harvesting just a lot of wool. Oh, they regrow red. Cool. That's nice. It's good. At least they regrow the same color. So I guess I'll have permanently red sheep until I dye them a different color. Not quite sure how that makes sense or works, but I'm not going to argue with it. And now we have to consider the fact that we only got 29 wool from that harvest, which is, frankly, not a lot. Can you please get back in the pen? There. Well, 30, I suppose, but that's still nowhere near enough, and we only have 8 normal white wool, which is the only kind of wool you can dye after it's harvested off of the sheep. So we're going to have to go on a hunt for some more sheep. So that's probably going to be a little bit of a longer task. I mean, of course, I could make the monument use all the colors that I currently have, but even then, I still need quite a lot more wool. I may end up just using all the colors that we have. I'll see how it pans out. One thing I'm also noticing is that I am sort of short on food, which has not been an issue for a long time. I don't think we've replenished our food supply since quite a few episodes ago. But luckily, I do have a stack of raw steak just ready. Put that in there. I guess we could take this time to dye the remainder of our white wool. What else do I have? I need to put away all this other random stuff, including the bone meal I didn't use. That's not the right chest. We'll probably keep the roses in our inventory because we're going to end up needing them anyway. Alright, I also have the diamond helmet. So I need to go down into the basement where our furnace array is, and I need to cook all of this beef. And I think there was stuff down there that I actually didn't grab last time. I'm pretty sure I was smelting iron or something along those lines, and I don't actually think I went back down here to grab it. I don't recall, but yes, that was the case. Yeah, I have quite a bit of... So let's put that in there. And we have a ton of iron. Not really sure what we're going to use it for yet, but I'm sure that iron is going to end up being a useful resource at some point anyway. I totally forgot what I was just doing. I'm having a bit of a moment today. I don't know if you could tell, but I am a little bit tired. These past few days have been hectic. I'll just say that. But a lot of nice things have happened. This is all in preparation for me starting school, which happens tomorrow. So, yeah, it's been a little bit of a blur, but as soon as it's started, it'll probably be fine. I just need to get adjusted back into it. I should probably harvest our farm, honestly, because it looks well fully grown. Yeah, I'm getting back into school just tomorrow. It'll probably be fine once I get readjusted, but of course I have to get to that point first. But like in preparation for that, it's just been a lot of activities, cleaning up on stuff I forgot about, what have you. Including me buying a new car, which I've been trying to do for several years now, but I finally got the opportunity to do it, and I'm super excited, very grateful for that opportunity, because I just needed it for school. I play a rather large instrument. I'm in school for music, so I needed something that was capable of transporting it. And so I finally got something that had all the things I needed and wasn't too bad of a price. So I'm very excited about that. Hopefully it should make my school experience just a little bit easier. Should replant while I'm down here, because I forgot that I should be doing that. Carrots were over here. Potatoes, and then a ton of wheat. Our farm is doing very well. And I'm glad that we installed the second level, because this one level was definitely not enough resources for the amount of things we need to feed around here, including all the cows, which seem rather eager to be spilling out. I don't know what's happening up there, but they have been constantly spilling out since I installed that. And I don't know if there's a way to fix that, or if it's actually an error, or if they're just like, I don't know. They have material phasing powers and there's nothing I can do. Frankly, I don't know much at all, so I'll just roll with it. I'm sure that we will probably have enough cows anyway. We have a lot of wheat up here. I mean, of course I did make it that way because I need wheat. I need wheat primarily for cows and sheep. Of course, with chickens being a new addition to our base, we're going to need to allocate some of the seeds that we get back, but we get so many of those anyway. I think we have like 2 or 3 stacks just waiting around. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about any of this farm situation. It's just we may have to even expand a little bit further if we end up doing any more expansion for our animal farms. Let's plant all of this. And then we replant the potatoes. And there we go. Our gain from that is just over a stack of wheat, 12 carrots, 26 potatoes, 26 melon slices, 2 pumpkins, and 36 seeds. Pretty good harvest, all things considered. I mean, I did let it sit for several episodes, so I would hope that everything was fully grown. I'm going to go put this back in the repository, and then I will probably get started on one of the goals that I actually wrote down, because I've just been doing menial tasks and talking for the past while. What else? Nothing else goes in there. Wheat goes up top, melons, pumpkins, potatoes, carrots, there we go. So, what I think we should start with is probably one of the easier goals that we just have lying around. We have these jungle saplings. I want to plant all 4 of these in the New South territory. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick while we have the time and the space. Of course, this area out here is not yet lit up, so it's going to be a haven for monsters to be spawning. You know what? That's okay, because, I don't know, at least they're away from my house. So I gotta get to bed before they run over here and make it impossible for me to sleep. Yeah, this main area over here, which is very well lit, seems to not spawn pretty much any monsters at all, which is very nice. So, of course, we're going to have to give it the South Territory it's the same torch treatment. What was I looking for? Ah, right. Well, I might as well cross that goal off because that took 10 seconds, and we're already done with it because we didn't have that many jungle saplings to begin with. What else do we have? I suppose we can cross this one off because we're kind of done with the expansion for now, but we need to build up the wall. I think that should really be our next activity, honestly, because it's the one that we currently have the resources for. So we might as well just get it started. Now, I don't know what level we want to build it up to right now, probably at least 4 blocks high. I mean, we have so much cobblestone, we might as well just build it up as much as we can. I just don't want it to become too repetitive or boring. So, we'll probably go with this for about, what, 15 minutes, I'd say? I mean, if that. We'll probably end up going for about 10 before I myself get bored. No, we are not having this. There we go. I guess we're just, another thing we're currently doing is just waiting for all our sheep to replenish their wool. And we're also going to have to go out and find different sheep, because we do not have enough currently to get all the wool that I need. And that's okay, it's just gonna make doing this monument build a little bit harder. So, I mean, we are getting about 30 wool for all the sheep having fully regrown their wool. And 30 per harvest is not bad. I don't know how long it takes for all of them to regrow, but it shouldn't take that long to get at least 100. 100 is what I would end up needing. Well, 101 actually, if I wanted to have 200 with the wool I already had. I'm still not sure if I want to do that. I want all of it to be the same color. I still haven't even really explained what I want to do. I was experimenting with drawing something out earlier, right before I was starting recording this, and I found that there's a specific way that I can build a very large heart in this game that is exactly 100 blocks of wool. I wanted to build a large heart because, of course, I love all you guys, and I appreciate all your support and sticking around here with me. I am forever grateful for all the support that I'm getting. And so I wanted to build that in a sort of monument. So that's going to be the plan for what we're building. And of course for that we need just a ton of wool. I could have probably built it using something else, but I wanted it to stand out, be special, and just have some color to it, I think. Because red seems a fitting color for such a build. Could have done pink, but that would have been even more resources, really. So, we'll stick with red for now. I mean, getting the wool is enough of a task. So this built up... I mean, of course, this is only one small section of the wall. We have the whole other side, and we haven't even really gotten to the corner yet where the two sides meet. So, we're going to be building for a little while. No matter. It's easy enough, and we've got the materials. I just want to build it so that there's no easy routing for monsters to get in. I mean, we're definitely clear on this side. Like, there's no getting in over this thing. It's just over here where the terrain gets more uneven and has an incline, and there's trees for them to hop over. Because over here it's only 1 block high, but it's already met the level of all the building we've done. So, I don't know how exactly we're going to do this. Ideally, I want it all to be the same level, I just don't know how much resources that's going to take. Or time. I did say I would probably split this up into multiple episodes. It's more of a time-consuming and, like, grand build, so that's probably going to end up being the continual plan. Just carving directly through the trees. Yeah, I'm not really paying mind to making it look like blending in with the environment, because of course it doesn't. It's a structure that we built ourselves, and it's just telling any monster that has any funny ideas, hey, don't come in here. So I guess it sort of serves a utilitarian purpose. It's more so that I'm just starting the build. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just sort of... I'm not even really thinking consciously about this. I'm just sort of getting it done. This tree is directly in the way, however, and I need to get it out of the way. I suppose I could take this time to ask everyone's doing. As ever, I hope well. I know I've been doing fairly well myself. Of course, I told you a little bit about the activity that's been taking place in the last week or so. And it's been alright. I mean, of course, a little tiring, but school's probably going to end up being more tiring, so I'll get used to it. Whatever the case, it's no big deal. I've done stuff like this before, and it's not going to stop me from recording an episode of Minecraft, because I just find myself enjoying this series and the interaction that I get with all the people who comment on the video. So we're going to keep recording. We're going to keep making these episodes, even with school starting. It'll be fun, I think. I mean, if anything, it'll be a nice relief from doing schoolwork. Because this, sorry about that. Building all this I find rather relaxing. Or just really recording this in general. I just have fun with it. Trying to make it sort of make sense. Just carving right through a tree. Don't want to fall down, that would have been bad. I mean, we're already seeing that it's working, so that's good. I think it's built up to the point of function at this current moment. It's not even, of course. It's going to take much more time to build it up to be even. We have only been building for 5 minutes. But it does at least have basic function, and it will work for its intended purpose. Of course, I haven't lit up the top yet. I don't think I'll really have enough torches to do that either, and I probably only want to do that when I'm really sure that it's the height I want and everything is built out enough to where I can call it finished. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but we are at least to a point of function. And it does describe a border between the inside and the outside, which of course is what it's intended to do. So frankly, I think that's probably enough building out for now. I'll leave the goal on the goal board, but we will consider our work on the wall for this episode pretty much done. I mean, of course we're going to have to just fortify this entire south territory anyway, with lights and all that, and to make sure monsters don't just spawn inside, because the wall is going to be relatively useless until we get that, until we get the interior lit up, because then they're just going to go ahead and spawn inside, and all our work is pretty pointless. I just wanted to get built out so I could at least have an idea of how it was going to look. Where's my string? There's my string. I have a lot of string. I don't necessarily know what to do with string, but I'm sure I'll find some use for it. I know you can use it to make bows and fishing rods, and oh, you can use it to make wool, can't you? Wait a minute, that could actually be very helpful for our current task. I just thought about that for a second. I was like, oh yeah, you can use it to make wool. And we have so much string, we can make... I don't know how much wool this is going to make, but... Okay, 16 per stack. So we're going to make not quite a stack. 55. I mean, even still, that's far more than we had already. 56. I think if I turn all these into dye, yeah, we'll have enough. So that gives us a stack and a half. That's pretty great, actually. Of course, we're going to need another stack and a half on top of that. I want those combined. They're being a little dumb. That's okay. We're going to need more wool, of course, but I totally forgot that that was something I could do, and that actually makes my task just a little bit easier. Have you all grown your wool back? It certainly looks like it, except for one. But even still, that's at least another 20 or so wool that I'll get, depending on how lucky I am. Sometimes they give you 1, sometimes they give you 3. You just have to sort of get lucky with it. Just hope they keep regrowing really fast so we can just keep doing this. I mean, we definitely at least have the capacity to build 1 of the hearts that I plan to build. Because we have about 128 at this point. We actually have 120, I don't even know, 3, I think? Yeah, that's how the math works out. Now 126. I mean, that's definitely enough to build 1. So I might as well go ahead and build our first one while we wait for our wool to replenish. Now, I don't know where actually I'm going to put these. I want them to be very on display and visible, but they are also huge. Like, I have an illustration of it over here, and it's I don't even remember how many blocks it is. I think it's 14 blocks tall, so they need a very large space to actually be, like, fully built. I suppose we could use an area over here. Ideally, I'd have them up against a wall, but you know what? I think we could build them up against this wall. Frankly, because this is just a wall. It's not really going to have much purpose beyond that. Suppose we might as well. I have to get that illustration out, actually. Flip through here. There it is. Okay. So hopefully I won't mess this up. I mean, I can just cut it down. This part. I did test this a little bit before I started recording a creative mode, just to see how it would look when it was built out. And it's certainly easier in creative mode because you can fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count. I'm probably gonna have to get up on top of this. I don't know. I should really have grabbed a stack of cobbles so I could have used it as scaffolding. We're gonna go ahead and go grab at least something to build up so we can actually properly build this. But first, we should go to sleep, because I do not want monsters to be interrupting this building sequence. Get in here, go to bed, make the monsters catch on fire, and then hope we have something in our temporary chest to build up. Stack of cobblestone. Excuse me, well, stack of cobblestone looks good enough to me. Yes, hello, Twinkle. And I didn't actually say hi to either Twinkle or Doggy Winkle yet, but they sound happy to see me. Let's go over here. So I need to figure out how to do this. I have like a perfect illustration of it right here. I don't know, my brain is having trouble doing the math. So 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. 5, 6. Then I think this should be the last one up. It goes 3. Oh, this is gonna look so weird with the cobblestone, but this is how I have to do it. And then it goes up another 2. Then 3 across. This is just awkward, and it's like, it takes a lot of thinking, so my apologies if I'm a bit quiet throughout this, but my brain is currently struggling with how this is even going to work. I'll just build a cross here, this little bridge, so I can actually reach. So then this goes 1 down. Oh, I gotta get... I didn't think about this very hard. Probably just build a cross down here, because I actually need to reach under there. And that goes across 4. Okay. Then I just do the exact same thing, but in reverse for this side. Yeah, okay. This scaffold thing looks kind of insane, but this is what I have to do. What was I doing? Oh yes, it needs to go back down. I'm just gonna build a new one because I cannot reach with that old one. There we go. Does that go that far down? I think it does. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it does. Okay, and now I just do the... I can't reach that. No. There we go. So hopefully this should work out. There we go. Okay. This scaffold. Wow. Something happened there. I mean, I can get rid of this now because I don't need it. I just needed it for building the outline. But you can sort of see what is going to look like. Now, of course, every piece of red wool that is put here represents one of my subscribers. So I think we're going to build one of these every 100 subscribers just to celebrate. And you can know that if you're subscribed to my channel, you can look up at this heart and think that one of those wool blocks is you. I just wanted it to be representative of not only my appreciation, but also like how many people are here. And so I decided to make it perfectly 100 blocks per heart. Nice and even. If I had exactly 100 blocks in my inventory, this would be a lot more, like, satisfying. But, whatever the case, we will get it built out. It's a lot easier to actually fill it than it is to build the outline. Which is a relief for me. Okay, almost done here. Of course, it's going to go a little bit over the wall, but that's all right. There we go. Break this one piece of cobblestone that I left. And there we go. One heart is now finished. Of course, I have to build another one, but I will do that in just a moment. But that is what they're all going to look like, hopefully. And that's 100 people, 100 subscribers right there in that heart. Again, thank you all so much. Wow, that is tall. Why is it so tall? I did not expect it to grow to that height. I mean, I know the tree I chopped it down from was even taller than that, but it just seems weird to see a tree with that small of a trunk and that high of a growth. I mean, alright. So how much more wool do I need? I have 26 right now, so I'm going to need another 74, which is a stack and 10. Wonder how many of them have regrown. Probably not as many as I need. I mean, there's at least a few. We'll just do this every once in a while, and hopefully we will get up to 64 and 36 pretty quickly. I mean, I can hope, because this is just always going to be a slow activity, and my shears are about to break, which is not exactly helpful. They're really cheap to make, of course, but inconvenient that they would decide to break right when we need all this wool. Whatever the case, we'll get it done this episode, I assure you. So what else should we get done? I think we should actually start building that rail station. And we should definitely go down and get our cooked steak, because we need it. We have 2 baked potatoes left, and after that, just 4 loaves of bread before we are totally out of food. Also, I just realized that I wasn't thinking at all about the 1-year anniversary. I don't know how that slipped my mind. I guess I was just so preoccupied with building out the heart monument that I totally forgot about the 1-year anniversary. I am super excited about that, of course. I never expected to be doing this for a whole year. I mean, I guess that was the plan, but now that it's here, it's like, wow, I really have been doing this for that long. I've been enjoying it all the way, so I'm having a great time, frankly. I just need to think of an adequate way to celebrate. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions for anything that you'd like to see for the 1-year anniversary, feel free to leave them in the comments. But what I think I'm going to do, at least as a start, because the celebration doesn't necessarily have to be restricted to one episode, I'll at least build another cake. For that, right, we also need to get chickens. We should definitely get chickens if we can. Yes, I'll give you a treat. There you go. We have seeds in here, so we can go try and find chickens. Now, I don't know if there are any even near us, but I will take some time to look in the forest and see if we can find any to add to our little pen here. I will, of course, have to punch a hole in the wall that we made, but of course we can just repair it once we're done. Now, I don't know if chickens have ever spawned in here. They're just, I've never looked for them. We also don't have pigs, but I'm not sure what the usefulness of pigs would be to our base, besides just having them. Because, as far as I know, they just give food as their resources. I mean, they are cute, but I don't know that we necessarily need another animal on top of the one that we're already adding. I don't know. If you'd like to see pigs in our base, feel free to let me know. I'd be happy to include them. I'm just not sure if that's something you'd want to see. Well, what I currently want to see is chickens, and I will tell you that I am definitely not seeing any. The further out we go, the less fun this is going to be to try and bring them back. Maybe this is just not going to be a lucrative direction for us. We may have to go try and look in the forest that is east. What is that direction? West. I totally forgot directions for a second. Yeah, this is too far already, because then they're gonna have to like ford an entire lake. So we're going to try and explore the other direction, hope that we find some chickens. There's certainly sheep that direction, but we don't necessarily need those right now. We need the chickens, and I am not seeing any immediately. I don't know why they're so elusive. I've definitely seen them before. I know they spawn around here. They're just not spawning in this particular section of forest, which is a bit unfortunate for us, but what can we do? I mean, there's most certainly no shortage of pigs, so if we want pigs, it will be a very easy process to get them into our base. Plenty of cows out here too. Nice to see as well, but we have so many cows at home that, frankly, I don't think we need any more at the current moment. That could change, but for now, I think we will, we don't have to consider them as part of our base. At least in terms of adding any more. I mean, there's already so many out here, too. Like, we have a field of cows that just spawn naturally over here. So, I think we've got enough cows, frankly. Just looking at that, I think I can say with certainty that we have enough cows. I don't know where all these chickens are. Suppose I can go out here. Hopefully my shears don't break while I do another wool harvest. That would be, I mean, I know they're going to break soon. So, we've just got to be quick with this. And if they break, they break. It's okay. It is nice that they regrow red, so you don't have to use dye every time. Up to 48 now. Still not a huge amount, but with every time we shear one, we get a little bit closer to our goal. Progress is progress. And no chickens out here either, at least not in this immediate area. Well, of course, because it's nighttime now, the monsters are going to come out. Not ideal, but we've worked with them before. We can't reason with them, of course, but we can work around them. Where are these chickens? Why are they so difficult to find? There's plenty of sheep. Sheep are not an issue. And cows are not an issue. And even pigs, the thing we don't have yet, are not an issue. But chickens are just proving themselves to be the most elusive animal for whatever reason. There's tons of sheep out here, actually. Frankly, I could probably harvest all their wool and then just turn it red at home. There's so many of them out here. I might as well at least take advantage of a little bit of their resources. We can only take the white ones, though. Oops. Because the white ones are the only ones that can be dyed. I am getting shot at from several angles currently. And my shears just broke. I'm sure you saw that. Of course, they would break. I mean, it's nice that they took quite a bit to actually break, but it did eventually happen. I want to keep using the shears because they give way more wool and it's a replenishable resource. As opposed to just killing the sheep, which only gives 1 block every time. And then, of course, you don't have the sheep anymore. Why are chickens so hard to find? I wanted to get chickens, but they're really difficult to even locate. Do they have like a specific place that they spawn? Because I'm not seeing them at all. And there's like a limit to how far I'll go before it just becomes completely unreasonable to try and transport them back. What we may end up having to do, which I know is something we can do, is just killing these Endermen for their pearls. What is happening? There we go. Stop! I'm being intercepted by a skeleton. Well, I think the Enderman is also just making it difficult. There we go. Got 1 pearl out of it. And I can't even eat yet to heal. That skeleton is evil. Anyway, as I was trying to say, what I think we may end up having to do is just going and finding chickens and just harvesting their eggs. And hoping that we can throw the eggs down into the chicken pen and get a baby chicken out of it. Because I know that's something that can happen, but I know it's also a little rare. Hello? I didn't even know this was out here. Did I? Wait, is this the first village I went to? This might be the first town I went to, the one that I couldn't find. I mean, I don't know if I've been here. It looks like a place I could have been. I mean, they certainly have farming resources. What is happening? Oh, my shoes broke. There's no shortage of pigs, that's for sure. I don't know if I've been here, but it's nice to know that this is here. It's a rather large town, too. Next to a plains biome. I believe, yes. So I don't know where chickens spawn, and they don't seem to be exactly eager to spawn, or at least show themselves. Hopefully we find some in this forest. It's like we're finding so many sheep. There's plenty of sheep, and that's no issue for us. But chickens are just difficult, for whatever reason. And I'm still not seeing any. I've seen like every kind of animal in every variation, but I have not seen a single chicken. I don't know why they're so uncommon, but they are for whatever reason. I didn't expect this to turn into a sort of adventure, but I guess we're going out on an adventure. Because we at least need an egg. We at least need a single egg so we can make a cake. Because I believe we used our only egg that we had on a cake previously. Of course, you didn't see that, but we did have a egg. egg. We did have an egg at one point. I don't know if we've gotten any more since then. But whatever the case, we're going to just need more anyway. Because, wow, why are they so hard to find? It feels like they should not be this uncommon. Because pigs, cows, and sheep are spawning so frequently. But chickens are just not at all. Unless I'm totally missing them. Which could also be the case, but I think I would have at least heard them. I don't know. Did I miss a chicken? I'm not putting it out of the question that I did, but like it feels like I didn't, and the game is just refusing to spawn them for whatever reason. From what I remember, they spawn in forests. I don't know. It's just being very strange right now. I don't want to go all the way back to like our world spawn to try and find one chicken. Because even now, we're beyond the point of reason where I can bring them back with the seeds. We're going to have to get their eggs, and we're going to have to bring them back that way. Where are they? I swear that this was not this difficult before. I've just been running around aimlessly for the past 10 minutes or so, and I haven't seen a single one. It feels... it doesn't feel like this should be occurring this way, but Oh, hello. Have we found you yet? I don't know that we found this particular pyramid yet. I have no idea. All this is a mystery to me. That's a bucket of water, not my steak. I mean, we're definitely getting closer to the mountain range. We're still a couple hundred blocks out from our world spawn, but have we been in here? I mean, it doesn't look like it's been destroyed, so I don't think so. I need torches. That's what I need right now, so we don't get ambushed. That should be good. I'll break this out. Make sure not to step on the middle thing. And then we can get TNT from this, and 3 diamonds. Wow. That's really lucky. I guess I'll take some bones. Gold and emerald even, and more gold and iron. Wow. That was nice. 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds for nothing. I mean, I'm most certainly not going to complain. That's very nice. We spent like, what was it, half of the last episode just trying to look for diamonds. And we found a few, but we didn't find that. Really? That spider, you're a loser, you know that? Stop it. Stop. Huh. That spider really wanted me to stay in that pyramid. Yeah, day is about to break, and we still have not found a single chicken. We left at like mid-afternoon in Minecraft time, and now we're coming back on sunrise and still haven't seen a single chicken. Are they this uncommon? I don't feel like they should be. I don't know anything, but at the same time, I've definitely seen a chicken before. I don't remember where, but I feel like they're just not spawning at all, which I don't understand. And of course, I would need to hope that they drop an egg as soon as I see them, or multiple eggs. Ideally, we'd have a ton of eggs currently, but we don't, because there's just never been chickens around. And it looks like they're not going to be around here either. This is kind of absurd, actually. This feels not correct. I'm sure the game is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, but the fact that I have been running around for 15 minutes and I have not seen one chicken is kind of alarming. I just want one egg, that's all I need. But the game is refusing to give it to me. I like how the ice is right next to the desert. That makes sense. I mean, it's fine. It's just Minecraft's generation system. Doing whatever magic it does. It just places biomes next to each other, and sometimes those biomes are polar opposites. You know what? That's kind of cool. What is that? Oh, it's just a weird sand generation pillar. Where are the chickens? I don't understand. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. Is there like some secret sequence I have to activate to make the chickens start spawning? Okay, so we would just need to run north at this point to get back to our base. How many blocks? Like 600, or 800 actually. Oh boy. Well, I guess we'll start heading back, because there's no point in staying out here. Because the chickens are not spawning out here either, so we might as well just go back home. And I guess we're just gonna have to leave the chickens for another day. Unless I just happen to be totally wrong about my own personal resources, and we have like 30 eggs back at home that I got from somewhere. That would be great. Frankly, that would be fantastic. But I don't think that that's going to be something that happens. Well, whatever the case, we got to see some nice landscapes and more mountains. The game loves spawning mountains for me, apparently. I mean, I like the mountains. I would like chickens more. Whatever. It's no big deal. Chickens are not the most essential thing for me to find currently. Because really, we're really just after them for eggs. That's really all we need from them. And if we had a sustainable source of eggs, then we could make pumpkin pie, cakes, what have you. So we just have to, I guess, hope that we have a single egg at home, because without it we cannot make a cake. Yeah, there is absolutely no presence of chickens anywhere. Yeah, we're going back home. There's no reason for me to be exploring any further when I haven't seen any so far, and I'm still not seeing any on the horizon. No matter. Let's just head back home, why don't we? And I think we should get started on that rail depot. One that's going to be transport prioritized instead of resource prioritized. And of course, the eventual plan is to have it go to several different locations. We'll probably want this to be like a central rail station with multiple paths to go from here to a separate mine out in the mountains, back to the original base for whatever purpose, or other various things. I'm sure that they will become more developed as we go on throughout the series, but I just want to at least get the start of the building done, so we have an area that we can start off of. There's a wolf. I have bones in my inventory. I don't know that I necessarily want another one currently. I think we'll leave that for another day, and even still, it's going to be far easier to get a wolf with the ones that are right next to our house. Now we're back in the forested area. I don't know that this is in any way connected to the one that we were in near our house. I think it is. I think it's within reason to believe that this is an extension of the one that leads back to our house. There's some roses. We actually probably want to grab more of those because we're going to need the red dye. Or at the very least, we're going to need to replenish our rose resource anyway, because we use them fairly frequently, for decoration at least. Grab these. I mean, if anything, I could use the black wool we have to assist in building the second heart. I would just like it all to be red. Because I think that, I don't know, I like the appearance of the consistent color, at least for this building. Like, for other things where I need wool, I'll probably end up using the black wool, but it's just, I don't think it quite fits in. I mean, it'd be nice if it had, like, a black border. I'm sure that could look cool. But if we don't have to do it, then I will try and avoid it. So, here's more roses. It's astonishing how I haven't seen a single chicken. I swear we've seen them before. I know we've seen them before because I have eggs and feathers. And of course I've seen them while recording this. But for whatever reason, every single chicken that was in this world, it seems like, has just completely vanished. They all, like, went on strike. I don't know. If there's any insight as to why this is happening, let me know, but I just feel like we must have gotten very, very unlucky. Because this is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, that was 20 minutes of exploring with absolutely zero payout. Well, we got some roses, but that's not exactly the best reward for the amount of exploring we just did. Considering that we went out for one thing and we could not find it, I'm a bit disappointed. We will just have to explore every direction that we can eventually until we find a chicken. And we will just need to get as many eggs from that chicken as we possibly can. Because, wow. That was ridiculous. And not a single chicken was seen on that day. Oh well. Yeah, as I said before, it's not the biggest deal. We can get it done later, and we don't really need it right now. It's not the most crucial resource that we need, but it's a bit unfortunate that 2 of our goals are based off of it, and we did not get basically anything done in that regard. Whatever. Let's go up and deposit our resources, why don't we? Because we have quite a few of them. Now, I will keep the roses in my inventory because we will end up using them for dye. But everything else, I don't need currently. So TNT always goes in here. I don't know how I got a leather helmet. I will also take these iron boots to replace the diamond ones that just decided to explode. I put the 3 diamonds and emerald in here, and I might as well put the golden iron because we're up here. And then we can actually use that to make some more wool. Oh, well, what we should do with this iron is make at least another pair of shears. Not the arrows, that's not a resource. The pressure plates go where? Here, okay. And then I have 5 smooth sandstone, 1 normal sandstone. Ender pearl seeds. I'll put the seeds back wherever they go. They go in here. Then the ender pearl and string go in here. Wait, do the ender pearls go down here? Yes, they do. I don't know why I put them down here, but it's fine. Got a bunch of bones, making exactly 4 stacks. That's quite satisfying. We'll just go ahead and make the rest of this into dye while we're here. Now let's go shear the sheep that we have in our pen. And then I did see some sheep outside over here that we could also dye red. Currently we are sitting at 57 wool. We need about 40 more. Which is... I mean, it'll take a minute. It won't be an instant thing, of course. We'll probably need about 2 full cycles of this. Well, if half of them were even, had their wool back, that would be nice. Whatever the case. Let's just get what we can from them for now. There are dogs barking. Sorry about that if you could hear that. How do you get out? I don't understand how you keep escaping, but you keep escaping and I can't reach your wool. So we at least got over a stack. We got a stack and 7, so we are inching ever closer. We need about 29 more, as in exactly 29 more. We're at 11 now. Oh, I can get out. Come on. If the sheep can get out, I can get out. Grab you, because you immediately replenished. Might as well put the stack that's being filled in my inventory bar. Why can't I? There we go. It was just being difficult for a second. Grab you. 18. We're actually pretty close at this point. Because they just keep immediately regrowing their wool. Let's go find the other sheep, why don't we? Should probably harvest my sugar cane at this point, but I do want to get this wool thing done because I at least want to get this... What just happened there? I just got denied by my own door. There's a cow on my path. I mean, at least the cow is being considerate and using the path that I built. That's nice. We are also going to have to end up, of course, building a path out to here. That will probably come with the, as things get finished out here. A pig has entered our domain. The sheep were over across this hill, from what I recall. Yes, there are quite a few here, actually. Let's grab our red wool, or our red dye, excuse me. We already have red wool as well. And then just get all the sheep we can dyed and sheared. And then I hope this propels us into the area, or into the amount that we need. 22, 24, 27. So we need 9 more. I don't think we're going to get the amount we need just off of these, but we are very, very close. We need 3. So we just need to hope one of these replenishes. Or I guess we could just go back to our... Oh, hello. I didn't even see you. 35. We need literally 1 more. Can one of you eat? Yes, okay. I'm actually going to kill this one because I want exactly 100. So I can demonstrate the amount of time I spent trying to make it work out that way. Let's go to sleep because the monsters are rather eager to get to attacking me the moment they can. Let's try and avoid that, why don't we? By going back into our house and sleeping them all away so they catch on fire. I'll give you a treat in a second. Alright. So now we can at least get one of the things I said we would done. Which, I don't know. At least I can deliver on one of the major promises I had. I did not actually check to see if I had an egg, but I don't think I have an egg in my storage. I will check one last time, but I don't believe I saw one. And that is a bit unfortunate because it means we won't be able to make a cake or a pumpkin pie. No, we have one egg. We have a single egg. We can do it. Okay, that's actually good. That's great news. So for a cake, I'm actually going to put this out of my hotbar so I don't accidentally throw it. For cake, we need 3 buckets of milk, 3 pieces of wheat, 2 sugar, and an egg. Now, where is our sugar cane? I know we have just a ton of it somewhere. There it is. Or do we have sugar already? Just press the pause button there. I don't know how I did that. We do have sugar already, so we don't need to use our sugar cane. So now we just need 3 buckets of milk. I also want to get a, I know we have a sign in our house, so I will go and use that, because I want to make this like a special, actual, like, monument. That's 3 buckets. There we go. And now, we will pick a piece of brick. I don't know. I just want to make it look nice. Now, if I can remember how to do this, which I think I can, it's like this, that, and that. Yes, we got a cake. Awesome. And I will use this new structure that we built for its purpose, which is displaying things. At least the purpose that the purpose that I gave it for now. Boom. And there we go. Now what do I write? 1 year anniversary. That's good enough. Wonderful. And I suppose we'll leave that cake there. We'll only eat a slice if it's a very special occasion. I just wanted to put a little bit of an homage. Put away all these random things. 16 buckets. I don't really think I need 16 buckets. But what I do need to do is make a giant heart. Now, I think I want to put these at least within a block of each other. How am I going to do this? I think I'll put it on the left side. And I will have to build them at the same height, of course. That's no big deal. I want at least a block between them, so... How is this going to work? So center is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What? I can't count. Think it's there? Yes, okay. Alright, now I'm gonna have to get back up there. I should have grabbed the cobblestone. Oops. This is already off to a wonderful start. Now we're gonna the whole mountain range is gonna be dotted with red sheep. That's a little bit silly, but we can re-dye them at any point, and if we want them to be back white again, we can just use bone meal, which acts as a white dye for whatever reason. I mean, I won't question it. I don't know that we're necessarily going to need white sheep. I mean, it's better just to have the color that you can dye any color. That is not where the cobblestone is. I think my brain just totally blanked and I just clicked on a chest. You open the raw beef chest. That's where your cobblestone is. I'm a bit flustered today. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I think I'm just tired from all the crazy things that have been happening this week. I'll survive. I'm just slipping up a little bit. Okay, so that's not where that's supposed to go. Give it to me. There we go. Then this needs to go like this. There we go. So that's sort of one half of it built. This is a rather tall structure. How does this work? Oh, yeah. So it goes like this, this, that. There we go. Now we get to break into our main stack. Build up here. This is the most difficult part, I think. Why can't I reach that? I think that's all we need to do for the outline, if I am remembering correctly. Yes. Wonderful. So now we can break out this part, because we don't need this anymore. And now, with our 56 remaining wool, we should be able to perfectly fill in the second heart. Maybe a bit of a difficult procedure because of how small my character is, but we will make it work. There we go. Yeah, I planned this out and I was like, oh, that is gonna end up being exactly 100 blocks. That's pretty awesome. So it makes it rather easy for me to build these, actually. Okay. Well, I say rather easy, as you just watched me struggle for several minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and subscriber number 200. There you are. All 200 of my subscribers represented in 2 giant hearts that show my love and appreciation for every single one of you. Thank you all so much for subscribing to this channel and commenting on the videos and just seeming to enjoy it all the way along. I've been enjoying it all the way as well, and I hope to make many more and hopefully make more of these hearts in the future. That would be awesome. With that done, that was my main huge project that I did want to get done this time. Of course, I need to still build that rail depot, but other than that, I don't think that there's much else that we need to accomplish this episode. Also, considering that our runtime, I think, is just a bit over an hour at this point, it's going to work out pretty nicely. Where is our... We got that done, at least for now. I should have probably left it up, but what can I do at this point? Did that. Wonderful. Get chickens. That's proving itself to be difficult. So that leaves us with just building that rail station. Now I get to pick what I want to build it out of, and what I think I do want to build it out of is jungle wood. Because I got all that wood, I might as well use it for something. I will make it out of planks, because that's much more efficient, and planks fit the theme anyway. I probably won't need more than this many, and I suppose I'll do a stone roof, because why not, really? I'll grab all my slabs and a few more stacks of cobblestone in case I end up needing them. But other than that, I don't know what... At least for the basic structure, we'll just use these. We will probably end up filling it out more as we actually finish it. I may make the floor black wool, actually, so we can utilize that resource. Now, where is a good place? I think I want it to be here, in this sort of cove area. Because I think that that would work. I think that that would look very nice. I don't have a shovel, which could make this a bit difficult, but we'll see what we can do. I did just realize that I hollowed out the entire coastline here because I was getting sand earlier, but that's no big deal. Now, I do want this to be a little bigger than this little area actually is, so you know what? Let's go ahead and make a shovel. Because I don't want to spend the entire time punching out the dirt. I don't know how big I want it to be. I want it to be at least a little bit bigger than that current area. Very descriptive, I know, but do I not have iron in here? Oh wait, I have iron downstairs. I totally forgot that I did that entire thing. There we go. That should be enough. I should only need 1 iron shovel for now, at least. Just to get a little bit of this dug out. Yeah, I don't know how Yeah, I had a diamond shovel a couple episodes ago, but of course I was using it so frequently that it exploded. So we have to make a new one. Oh well. So I guess we'll just dig out a lot of this. until we at least have it a little bit wider. I don't need it to be the widest thing in the world. I at least want to fill out this weird hollow like sand area. I know with dirt it's going to look a little strange, but it'll grow back into grass pretty soon. And then it'll look decidedly less strange. That should definitely be wide enough. And then I suppose we can build this side open for now. So where do I want to build it? There. I think that's probably where I want to end up building it. Do I want it to be just a straight box? I guess I'll have it have like this little doorway area, because that could be nice looking. Of course, that does introduce a few complications with the terrain, but I can get it fixed. There we go. Carve that out a little better. Just building the outline here. I don't know if I want it to have windows necessarily right now. We'll see how I feel in a second. Okay, so we're just building up the walls. This doesn't need to necessarily be the tallest building in the world. I just want it to be at least substantial enough to house a bunch of rail networks. Or at least the start of them. This is just going to kind of be like the launching point for a ton of different eventual places where we will build connections to make travel to it a little bit easier and less nerve-wracking than going through the Nether. Because while I recognize the Nether is efficient, that place makes me scared. I know we just made fire resistance potions, but that is not a infinite resource. We only got 6 of them. And once we run out, we're gonna have to go get more magma cream, and I am not exactly looking forward to that. Because we spent a few episodes, I think, looking for magma cream, and it took a very long time before we even found a magma cube. So I can probably put the sort of doorway here. Probably want to get... That was not where I wanted to put it. I want to give it at least like a little border where the wood starts. I am flowing into that. Oops. Yeah, I guess I'll build a consistent roof throughout this whole thing. Totally forgot that I had another stack. I may not even have enough, frankly. And then I will build a little roof on top of this thing. Nothing too huge. Yeah, we will absolutely not have enough jungle wood currently. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go get a little more. That's fine. We do have quite a few more logs in storage. We've got nothing to worry about. Just a little unfortunate that a whole stack of logs was not quite enough. It's alright. We do have 48 more, which is enough for 3 whole stacks, which is probably too much. I'm just gonna ignore the zombies for now, because I'm so awesome, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, there will probably be a path directly leading to this entranceway. Or I might not even want to put it on this side. I might put it... You know what? I will put it right here. Yeah, that'll probably work a little bit better. And then I will build a little roof. Uh-oh. And get blown up by a creeper. That was awesome. Luckily, it didn't blow up any of my actual main structure. It somehow managed to not touch any of it at all. I did not hear that at all. Got lucky that I didn't blow up myself either. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to build a little roof. That's not what I wanted to do. Why is this so difficult? What is happening? There we go. So I gotta be a little... Come on. Let me place it. It won't let me place it. Okay. So we're gonna have to do the whole scaffolding around the whole thing then. Okay. Whatever. Not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, just makes it a little bit more difficult. Hello, absurdly tall jungle tree. That's not the direction I need to build that at all. That's not the direction I need to build that either. What is going on with me and stairs recently? I mean, I guess I could just be down here, actually. Yeah, that makes it a lot easier. Oh, I can place them like that from down here? Oh, that's actually far easier. Okay, we're gonna do that. So just pretend that never happened. And we will build this out. This is just the first layer, of course. I want to have a part on the top. I don't just want it to be like a weird brim, but we will get to that in just a moment. Assuming I have enough, which I will. Stairs seem to just give me nonstop trouble in this game. They just never want to cooperate with me. I don't know what it is with me and stairs. They just give me so much difficulty. I should have grabbed my black wool while I was up getting my cobblestone, but I forgot. So we're gonna have to do that in a second. So I'll do a little border around the edge with some slabs, and then I will make the middle all just regular cobblestone, so it has this sort of like gradual slope effect. There we go. And luckily I grabbed tons of cobble, so we should hopefully have enough. Cobblestone is just like my favorite building resource because you can get tons of it, and it's rather easy to find. Most everything that I built around here is cobblestone, except for the things that are wood. Even then, cobblestone is a good resource, I think, for what I build at least. Because I don't mind the look it gives. Get out of here. Just want to look at my roof. Yeah. I also need to make a door, or 2 doors. But first, I need to go grab my wool. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, I don't have enough. Because I know I have about 50, and considering that the roof took over a stack of cobblestone, I know that we're just not going to have enough, so we might as well just build it out of planks. I guess we could do cobblestone. We don't really have enough cobblestone currently. Yeah, we'll do it out of planks. That'll be easy enough, and we have tons of it anyway. Put that there, put that there. Nice symmetry. Then I need to light it up in here, because it is dark. Ow, I got scared really bad on that one. I don't even know what just happened there. I don't know if you saw that, but in my mouse movement, I just totally, like, jumped and freaked out. I don't usually do that to Minecraft. Well, that spider definitely got me. Ah, whatever. I actually want to place that, like, there. Yeah. I just want it to be well lit enough in here so that that doesn't happen. Alright. Let's get this built out, and then I think with this we can probably say that we've concluded the episode. Because, well, unfortunately nice sunrise, wow. Well, unfortunately we were not able to get the chickens that we were after. We did accomplish pretty much everything else, and I did get the major things I wanted to get done, built and finished. So that leaves me satisfied enough to say that we're pretty much done for this episode. That, and we are also, of course, running out of time. As I so often do, because I find myself enjoying this game so much that I end up having a super long runtime. I don't know. I hope you enjoy as well, but just like I find myself getting very lost in recording these because I just have such a good time. I think that's a good thing, really. If you enjoy what you're doing, then I think it's good that you can do it. Yeah, I will leave this site open. At least, yeah, I'll leave it open for now because that's, of course, eventually going to be where the rails come out of. So it's going to have to be open anyway. With that, I think we can probably say that this structure now, I don't think it needs windows necessarily, because it is more just like a utilitarian structure. We may add windows later, but you're going to get a view of like the hill, so I don't know how much purpose they're going to have, but we do at least have that now. So when we do eventually get our rail network sorted, we will have a place to start it. Now I think we should just go chop down that one goal, go put away our things, and then we can call it a day. Where is it? There it is. We have a lot of cobblestone in our inventory, and a lot of iron. The iron goes in our basement, so I will put that in there. Should probably grab the iron and gold from up here as well, because I put them up here just sort of like impromptu. I do want to put them in their proper place, though. I have some dirt, some sand goes in here. I have a ton of sand. I didn't even realize that. And a spider eye. Some more string. Do I have anything else related to monsters? It doesn't look like it. We have a few sticks. We'll put them in here where the sticks go. Still haven't used that Power 5 book yet. I do eventually want to, but I would just need a bow with probably more durability, or at least unbreaking on it, I would hope. This goes in here. And then the wood planks also go in the building chest. I just totally forgot to put them there. I like how I have one of each other plank and then 56 jungle. What else am I missing? Oh yeah, so I just need to put the iron and grab these two. And then we can put those down in the basement. And then I think we can just about call it there. I think for what I plan to set out, we did a fairly good job at accomplishing all the things that I set out, except for, of course, the one that just constantly eluded me, which is chickens. Hopefully we will find them soon. It's just, I don't know. We're going to have to either explore a different direction or just hope that we get lucky. But what we can say we did today, we built at least the beginning of our 1-year anniversary celebration, just a cake on its own little pedestal over there. We colored all the sheep in the region red in an attempt to build those 2 giant hearts, which you can see from over here, which I rather enjoy. They're so large that you can see them from very far away. Of course, the fog sort of obscures them, but I like that they're so large that they're sort of like an icon, a landmark. We also built the beginning of our rail depot. And what else did we do? I totally forgot. I don't know if we actually did much else beyond that because we were so occupied with just getting a ton of wool. But you know what? I think that's okay. I think that a celebration for something as substantial as 200 subscribers deserves its own sort of major contribution in an episode or segment. And it's raining. Nice timing. Oh well, I enjoy the rain sounds in this game. And it hasn't rained at all since we were playing this session, so kind of surprised it took that long. But I think that that's just about it, frankly. Alright. Well, I'd like to thank everyone very much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed, feel free to press the like button on it, or even press the subscribe button on my channel if you'd like to catch some future episodes. I hope you're enjoying the series in general. I always appreciate seeing the comments and support that I get in the comments section, of course. Sorry about that, I just punched the microphone. Excuse me. I always enjoy seeing the support and the feedback that I get in the comments section. I'm eternally grateful. And I thank you all again for 200 subscribers and keeping this series going for a year. I am so happy to be continuing it, and I look forward to making the next episode. Well, as always, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.